Very interesting. Well, joining me now to talk more about the agent-player pay structure as well as the top picks from last night's draft is sports agent and CEO of ETL Associates, Eugene Lee. Eugene, great to have you this morning.
Thanks,
Did you have any clients yesterday, by the way?
No, nobody went in the first round yesterday, but we should get some action this weekend.
This weekend, okay. First off, with these guys, right? I mean, these are basically their first contracts when they get drafted. What do you do? What do you do as an agent to help them understand what this contract's all about?
We take a very proactive approach throughout the process, letting them know that once they sign their first deal, they're going to come into a lump sum of money that they've never seen before. Most college students don't see.
No.
And it's about being fiscally responsible.
So what do you do? How do you help them?
We align them with the right financial advisor. We let them know that there should be a budget in place when they get the funds and they start receiving their paychecks. A lot of people don't understand that your NFL salary, as colossal as it may seem, is paid out over the course of 17 weeks. So those are some pretty big paychecks, and if you don't have the right financial plan in place, you'll spend that money.
And a lot of these guys, they understand this, but maybe it doesn't sink in right away because you are so young that your career is going to be pretty short in the NFL.
That's correct.
You've got to make that money last. I mean, do you guys help them out on this aspect?
We do. The average NFL career now is under 3 years. It's about 2.7 years. So there's a finite window where you can earn a substantial stream of income, but it's about preserving that income, growing that income, and then transitioning into a fulfilling second career. And that's the key.
Eugene, is there any parts that are drafted in a contract that you try to tell your players not to sign? Is there any pitfalls?
Most of the contracts are boilerplate in terms of being collectively bargained between the NFLPA and the NFL. Every team has signing bonus default language, which essentially means that if a player conducts conduct detrimental, something like a Michael Vick dogfighting incident, the team can come after his signing bonus. So we try to negotiate that and make the contract more favorable.
How do you get leverage for that?
We try to make it as specific as possible, terms for default. Teams like the ambiguity of conduct detrimental because it's such a broad umbrella, it covers everything. We like to narrow it down, for conviction for a felony offense in the jurisdiction where the team is located. We've taken that broad umbrella and we've really narrowed it down to protect our client.
So what did you think of the draft yesterday?
I thought it went according to plan. I mean, I didn't think the Texans could pass up Clowney.
Yeah.
Having him come off one end with J.J. Watt on the other. There's an old adage that if you kill the head, the body will die. So you saw last night, teams will draft players who can rush the passer.
Yes.
And players who can protect the passer. You saw the run on tackles go.
Right.
Greg Robinson, number 2, Jake Matthews, Taylor Lewan, all in the first 11 picks.
And Johnny Football, yep. Johnny Manziel going 22nd. That wasn't a surprise to you?
I thought he would go higher. I'm a big fan of Johnny Manziel. Is
he too dangerous?
No, I think he's a playmaker. And his intangibles are what set him apart. His competitiveness, his leadership, his toughness, his confidence. They have a winner.
But when does that, there's so much hype around him. Does that end up, is there a risk of that hurting him early in his career?
Vince Lombardi said it best. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. And for Johnny Manziel, if he can perform
as long as he wins.
And win like he did at Texas A&M where his teams went 20-6, all the critics and pundits will be silenced.
That's true. Speaking about winning, Richard Sherman, who came out as a breakout star in the last season, won the Super Bowl, just signed a 4-year, $54 million contract extension. Huge. Does he deserve it?
Absolutely. He was the best bargain in the NFL last year. He played for $555,000 as one of the top cornerbacks, if not the top cornerback in the game. And out of that contract, $40 million is guaranteed. So he's definitely making up for lost time.
No matter what.
No matter what.
He's getting paid that. All right. Eugene, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Eugene Lee, CEO of ETL Associates on the NFL Draft. And coming up,